The Great Barrier Reef Marine Park protects a large part of Australia's Great Barrier Reef from damaging activities. It is a vast multiple-use marine park which supports a wide range of uses, including commercial marine tourism, fishing, ports and shipping, recreation, scientific research and indigenous traditional use. Fishing and the removal of artifacts or wildlife, fish, coral, seashells, etc., is strictly regulated, and commercial shipping traffic must stick to certain specific defined shipping routes that avoid the most sensitive areas of the park. The Great Barrier Reef is the largest and best-known coral reef ecosystem in the world. Its reefs, almost 3,000 in total, represent about 10% of all the coral reef areas in the world. It supports an amazing variety of biodiversity, providing a home to thousands of coral and other invertebrate species, bony fish, sharks, rays, marine mammals, marine turtles, sea snakes, as well as algae and other marine plants. Managing Authority. The Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority, GBRMPA, is responsible for the care and protection of the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park. It uses a range of tools to manage the marine park, including acts and regulations, zoning plan, plans of management, traditional owner agreements, partnerships, stewardship and best practice, education, research and monitoring and reporting. It issues permits for various forms of use of the marine park, and monitors usage in the park to ensure compliance with rules and regulations associated with the park. GBRMPA is funded by Commonwealth Government appropriations and an environmental management charge levied on the permit holders' passengers. Currently this is $6 per day per passenger, to a maximum of $16.50 per trip. Description. Extent. The marine park lies east of the mainland coast of Queensland, starting in the north at Cape York. Its northern boundary is the circle of latitude 10 degrees 41 S, running east up to the eastern edge of the Great Barrier Reef at 145.19 feet 33 inches E, thereby encompassing those few uninhabited Torres Strait Islands that are east of Cape York, south of 10 degrees 41 S and north of 11 degrees 00 S. The largest of those islands are Albany Island, 5.9 square kilometers or 2.3 square miles, Turtle Head Island, 12.8 square kilometers or 4.9 square miles, and Trocas Island, 2.2 square kilometers or 0.85 square miles. Further islands are My Island, 0.25 square kilometers or 0.097 square miles, Bush Island, 0.2 square kilometers or 0.077 square miles, Tree Islet, 0.01 square kilometers or 0.0039 square miles, Brewis Island, 0.05 square kilometers or 0.019 square miles, and a few unnamed islets. Protected Area Designation. As of 2016, zones within the marine park has been categorized into the following Iucn Protected Area categories. Iucn Category E with an area of 859 square kilometers, 332 square miles, being about 0.2% of the marine park's area. Iucn Category 2 with an area of 114,309 square kilometers, 44,135 square miles, being about 33%. Iucn Category IV with an area of 15,027 square kilometers, 5,802 square miles, being about 4%, and Iucn Category VI with an area of 213,769 square kilometers, 82,537 square miles, being about 62%. History. In 1975, the Government of Australia enacted the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Act 1975, which created the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority, and defined what acts were prohibited on the reef. Joe Baker, who was involved in the bid to make the Great Barrier Reef World Heritage listed in 1981, was a founding member of the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority. The Australian government also has recognised the ecological significance of this park by its inclusion in the nation's Biodiversity Action Plan. The Government of Australia manages the reef through the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority and in partnership with the Government of Queensland, to ensure that it is widely understood and used in a sustainable manner. A combination of zoning, management plans, permits, education and incentives, such as eco-tourism certification, is used in the effort to conserve the Great Barrier Reef. As many species of the Great B. Threats. Crown of Thorns starfish. The crown of thorns starfish, Acanthaster plant C, while native to the reef, poses one of its greatest threats when outbreaks occur. Several efforts have been made to identify and control these outbreaks, including the hotspot developed by Queensland University of Technology. These outbreaks and subsequent threats have led to an increase in awareness and appearances in mainstream media, as industry and conservation groups try to control the cots and protect the reef. An infographic explaining the process of identifying and targeting this threat can be seen here. Outlook for the reef. The Great Barrier Reef Outlook Report 2014, published every 5 years, examines the Great Barrier Reef's health, pressures, and likely future. The report is required under Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Act 1975, Section 54, and aims to provide a regular and reliable means of assessing reef health and management in an accountable and transparent way. The report finds the greatest risks to the reef are still climate change, land-based runoff, coastal development, some fishing impacts, illegal fishing and poaching. Associated protected areas. The Great Barrier Reef Coast Marine Park is a marine protected area located in Queensland waters adjoining the Great Barrier Reef. It was created on 5 November 2004 by the amalgamation of the following former marine parks: the Mackay, Capricorn Marine Park, the Townville, Whitsunday Marine Park, the Trinity Inlet, Marlin Coast Marine Park and the Cairns Marine Park, along with the addition of previously unprotected area of coastal water that adjoined the former marine parks listed above. The marine park is intended to complement the adjoining GBRMPA by the use of similar zone objectives and entry and use provisions. It is managed by the Queensland Parks and Wildlife Service.